Welcome back to the uSports Report, and now it's time for the college rundown with our college expert, Tyler Ortega. Tyler, lots of really big news for UNM in every aspect of the word UNM.
Yeah, unfortunately now UNM spring sports are totally done, but that's all right. We got some stuff to get to for you. Some Lobos were at the National NCAA track meet over this last week up there in Eugene, Oregon at Tracktown. Now we actually have a national champion here at the University of New Mexico, Courtney Frerick. She runs the 3,000 meter steeplechase. She set a new NCAA record in the event with a time of 9 minutes, 24.41 seconds. The previous record was set by Jenny Berenger out of Colorado in 2009 with a time of 9 minutes, 25.24 seconds. So Courtney just got that record by just a second. So incredible run there by Courtney. She's the first national track champion for the University of New Mexico since 1967. That was when Art Baxter won in the triple jump. Now, Susan Vigil did win the 800 meters in 1979. However, the NCAA did not sponsor the women's national track and field at that time. So, getting back to Courtney's run, she was the leader wire to wire, which means she started out in the lead, she finished in the lead, she increased her lead with every single lap. And when you think about it, 3,000 meters, that's insane. And not even mentioning all of the hurdles, the steeples is what they call them, having to jump through the water. Now, she finished 17 seconds ahead of second place, who was Jessica Camilos out of Arkansas. And with that time that she ran, that 9:24, she now owns 4 of the top 10 times in that event since she began her collegiate career out at University of Missouri, Kansas City.
That is incredibly impressive. You know, for UNM, we're not necessarily known in the past few years for having the best athletics, but we're starting to see a lot of bigger, better things from every aspect of our athletics department, especially the women's track and field and our baseball team.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the women's, just the track programs, the running programs, not necessarily the track programs. The women won the NCAA championship in cross country. Courtney finished 4th overall in that race. So she's the real deal. And with that, that actually put her at 13th in the world in the 3,000 meter steeplechase this year. So keep an eye out for Courtney come the Olympics this summer.
Yes, definitely. And it'll be really nice to have, you know, a New Mexico runner in the Olympics. And she had represented the state and the school in an impressive fashion.
Absolutely. Now, getting back to the overall team, the Lobo women finished in 18th place with, in 15th place with 18 total points. Those are both new UNM records. Alice Wright finished 2nd in the 10,000 meter run with a time of 32 minutes, 46.99 seconds. Now, the top 8 finishers in each event are crowned All-Americans. So this is the 2nd straight year that Alice Wright has captured those All-American honors in the 10,000 meter run. Now, she was also the first in UNM women's history to get All-American honors in back-to-back seasons. Now, Janelle Hadnot and Asia Marler both competed in the triple jump. Hadnot finished 17th. Marler finished 20th. Sophie Connor finished 11th in the 1,500 meter run. And Emily Hosker Thornhill finished 14th in that 1,500 meter run. Now, for the guys team, we had Josh Kerr competing in the 1,500. He ran in 10th place. Elmar Engholm finished in 14th in the 3,000 meter steeplechase. Alan Hamilton finished 23rd in the long jump. Now, as I said, keep your eyes peeled on Rio this summer. We'll have a handful of Lobo athletes out there potentially trying to get out there and win a medal.
Yes, definitely. And again, like I said, representing New Mexico and UNM in impressive fashion. I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Now, transitioning from the track over to the baseball diamond. There was the College World Series still going on. We have an incredible finish to show you guys. University of California, Santa Barbara. They were playing against Louisville. Sam Cohen comes up to the dish. Let's go ahead and show him the tape. As you see here, it's bottom 9, bases loaded, 3-0 UCSB trails. This is a freshman at the dish, and he gets all of that one. Sam Cohen with the walk-off grand slam, sending his team to Omaha and the College World Series. What more can you ask for in your freshman season, Kimberly?
Not very much at all, Tyler. That is an impressive play on his behalf. And, you know, we watched a little tiny bit of this game at Saggio's earlier this week. And it's just, Louisville looks just completely depressed, but you can't really be that upset when a play that big is how the other team wins.
And as I said, Sam Cohen is a freshman. This was only his second home run of the season. It could not have come in a more timely fashion. As you see, the guys are obviously excited. This is what you play for all year. This is their first appearance in the College World Series for the Gauchos.
Yes, I'm excited for the College World Series. We're seeing a lot of really interesting teams make it, and it's going to be a really amazing World Series.
Yeah, Florida, the #1 overall national seed, beat Florida State last night to advance to Omaha. So the stage is set. It's going to be very exciting.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all the spring sports will be coming to an end for college, but we still have a couple of things to get to here for you. A couple of UNM players were selected in the MLB draft just this last weekend. We'll start off with UNM pitcher Alex Estrada. He was picked in the 35th round by the Tampa Bay Rays.
And, you know, that's exciting for him because Tampa Bay is an up-and-coming baseball team. He played for UNM and had, obviously, an amazing career here. And so it's good to see these guys get the recognition that they deserve.
Now, we can't talk about UNM baseball without mentioning the big guy, Chris DeVito.
Yeah, that name's everywhere.
Chris DeVito was selected in the 8th round, I believe it was 235th overall, by the Kansas City Royals. Now, Chris DeVito was also named the District Player of the Year by the National College Baseball Writers Association, so a huge honor for Chris DeVito. Hopefully, he can have some success down there in the minors. Hopefully, one day make it up to Kansas City.
You know, my little brother plays college baseball right now in Kansas, so obviously my dad, being a Kansas City Royals fan, called me and said, you know, we're excited to see a UNM player go to Kansas City. Obviously, your brother's more interested now in UNM. I don't know how much of a recognition he'll have in his college career, but if he's anything like Chris DeVito, a great season.
And now our last note to get here for you, Andrew Pratt, from right here in Albuquerque, the catcher for the UNM baseball team. He was named a freshman All-American. Now that marks the sixth straight year, ladies and gentlemen, that a UNM player has taken home that honor.
Wow, 6 straight seasons. Like I said, UNM athletics is up and coming, and a lot of really great recognition coming our way.
Yeah, and this UNM baseball team, they show that New Mexico athletes can compete on a national level. This UNM baseball team is loaded with a lot of local kids from around the state, a lot of Albuquerque kids. And for them to get to where they did, have the success they did, and it's not like it was a flash in the pan. These guys had prolonged success all season long.
They really did.
I mean, it really shows that, you know, the youth here in New Mexico are able to compete nationwide in the sport of baseball.
I couldn't agree more, Tyler. I'm just thoroughly, I can't say the word impressed enough on this segment. These guys have just stood out all season long, like you said. The UNM baseball team, they had a short little bit at the end of their season. They kind of stumbled, but they picked themselves right back up and made a great finish for themselves.
And I think that just speaks to the coaching staff.
It does.
Coach Birmingham, he's a baseball genius, as we've said before on the show. He's won over 1,000 games as a manager.
Yeah, and he's had over 100 players go pro, now 102 at least, to go to the majors, and you know, that's something to be said for what you do as a coach.
Incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Keep your eyes out on UNM baseball for the years to come. That's all we got for the College Rundown. We'll be right back with more of the uSports Report.